Hi everyone, Jennifer Blevin-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Today I want to talk about the Interstate Medical Licensing Compact, or IMLC. I took notes on this because it's new to me, and I had a viewer who connected with me and informed me about this, and I had never heard of it. I'm super excited to be able to share this information with you. I will put the link of the actual thing I'm talking about today in the description of the video. So make sure you go there. There's a ton of reading to do. I'm just giving a very high level kind of overview of what exactly it is, who could benefit from it, why it would be helpful. But again, if it's something that you might be interested in looking into or you want to learn more, the link will be in the video description. Okay, so this Interstate Medical Licensure Compact came into fruition, or went live, if you will, in 2017. So it's been almost 8 years, which I'm just stunned that I didn't know about it before, to be completely honest with you. But I want to bring awareness to it because I have a feeling a lot of people aren't aware of it. And basically, this is an independent coordinating organization that work on a state's behalf to assist physicians on getting licenses in multiple states. And I'm like, well, that's fantastic, especially with telehealth being so adopted now widely after the pandemic, and with behavioral health especially being so open to across borders, physicians being able to see patients in other states because of telehealth and all of the new availability for the new compliance for telehealth when it comes to especially behavioral health. All the other stuff, I know we're still kind of up in the air, but nonetheless, if you have a provider that maybe, lives in one state most of the year, but they go somewhere else for a little bit part of the year and they practice medicine in both, or they want to do telehealth, or you live in a place where a lot of providers open different clinics in different states that are close, like in Oregon, like somebody will open one in Oregon and Washington and Idaho. Like, it's so easy to commute between the three that, this makes it way easier to get their licensures in other states. This is for DOs and MDs. So it's not for mid-levels, but it is for doctors. So there is some criteria that has to be met in order for this all to work. Now, there are currently 40 out of the 50 states participating in this compact. And you will be able to see a map here. I'll show it to you, and it has a little key, but you can go to the website as well and look at it even further, and you can hover over each state and it will kind of tell you the current situation of where they are with either joining the compact, or they've already joined, or they're anticipated to join, or they're not at all. So 40 states participate in this. And the way that the states become participating with this compact is they have to pass state legislature to do it. So this is very on the up and up. It's not like one of those like sleazy used car sale kind of sounding things, because at first I was like, oh, what? But as I did my research and I found out, like, this is super legitimate. The states have to pass it through state legislature. There's a whole plan that goes into place. They have certain representatives from the medical boards in the state that have to go and represent themselves at this compact in this organization. It's super, super neat. And it's very kind of complex, but easy to understand. But it's because they just want to make sure everything is very legitimate. In order for providers to qualify, which they say about 80% of physicians, I should say physicians, not providers, for 80% of physicians to qualify for this program, they have to hit certain things. Of course, you have to have a clean license. You can't have a criminal history. You can't have any dings on your license for, malpractice or something that was super egregious. You can't be under current investigation. You can't have any issues with your DEA license or controlled substance. Like, you have to be a pretty clean provider, if you will, when it comes to all of your licensures. Of course, again, they say about 80% of physicians will qualify. So that's a pretty high number. And then what you have to do is you have to have a state of principal license. So an SPL is what they refer to it on the website. So basically, let's say I am a doctor in Washington, and that's my state of principal license. That is where either I reside as my residency, you work there a certain percentage of time. There's certain criteria of what you have to meet as to consider a state your SPL. And it's just one of the 3 or 4 options that they give you. So it's just one of them. So let's say I live in the state of Washington, I automatically qualify because that's one of the points. So then I go to this compact online. I fill out an application. I look to make sure that I do qualify because I don't want to spend the money. It's $700 to submit the application. So, and it's non-refundable, like I said. So if they come back and say you don't qualify, then you've lost $700. So you better make sure that you're going to qualify before you do this, but it is your responsibility as a doctor to make sure you do, or that's on you. So you go, okay, I want to do certain states, but first I have to get my state of Washington, or maybe you already have your state of Washington. You submit this application, the $700. Then the state in which your state principal licensure is, if you don't have it already, they'll say you need to go get fingerprinted for our criminal background check. Perfect. Okay. I mean, this is stuff you have to do anyway, right? So you get it done. And then assuming that everything checks out, you have no dings on your license, your criminal background check came back clean and everything, they send you what's called a letter of qualification, an LOQ. And that's basically saying you're in, you're part of the good boys club of this compact, and now you tell us what other states you want us to obtain your state license for. And then these people that work for the compact go to these other states that the states recognize, right? Because it was passed through state legislature. And they say, okay, this provider, or sorry, bad habit, this physician is good in this state. They passed everything. We gave them the letter of qualification and they want a license from your state now. So let's say it's Idaho, or let's say it's Montana, or let's say it's New York. And it only takes a few days, apparently. It's pretty expedited, it sounds like, by this. You do still have to pay the state licensing fees in other states. That $700 is just to join this compact, for them to work on your behalf and to make things a lot easier and keep everything in one place. But then you pay your licensing fee in New York, Montana, Idaho, and you get your state license. I mean, it's that simple. And it sounds fantastic, especially if you're wanting to get a license in a lot of different states at once because of like telehealth or something like that. And the catch here, though, is you have to get a letter of qualification every year. So you have to pay that $700 every year, and you have to go through that process again with the fingerprinting every year in order to stay good. But as long as you have a non-expired and active letter of qualification, you can then log into there and go, oh, wait, now I want to add Louisiana. Okay, easy. You have a valid letter of qualification. Boom, you get your Louisiana license. I mean, it's that fantastic. Unfortunately, Oregon and California on the West Coast are not participating. They don't recognize it yet. I didn't look far enough to see if it's in the works or a possibility, but 40 states out of 50, I mean, that's a pretty large number. That's pretty fantastic. And I think that this is going to help people who are assisting doctors with the licensures and the credentialing and contracting and all of that. It's just going to make their lives a lot easier to have one place to go to, people that assist. You don't have to do it all yourself. But again, you have to have the right qualifications. As a doctor, they're going to look and make sure that you went to an accredited medical school, that it was accredited either through the ACGME or the AOA. They're going to make sure you took your USMLE and that it didn't take you more than 3 times, I think it is, to pass with a good like stamp of approval that you can practice medicine. There's a bunch of different criteria as a doctor that you have to fulfill on top of having a clean licensure and DEA certification to make sure that you qualify. And I mean, chances are it's pretty simple. The catch might be for foreign medical students. You need to make sure that your program, your school is on a list that they have on the website to make sure that you are qualified in that way. But they have links on there. They make it very easy to read and understand. You can do all of your own diligence ahead of time so that you can be like, yep, I qualify. There's no issues. Let's do this. Pay your $700, fill out the brief application, boom, you're done. Okay. Let's see here. And on the website, it says it's an expedited pathway to licensure qualified physicians who wish to participate in multiple states. I mean, it's that simple. It's that straightforward. And I think this is a great tool, especially if you are interested in credentialing and contracting and you get a client who tells you that they want to eventually move into other states. You can inform them about this, see if it's something they're interested in. So it's another resource or tool that you can tell them about. And it's just one of those things that it's like finally, right? Like we're trying to get credentialing and contracting all in one place. We have CAQH where a lot of insurance is used, but not all of them, not enough of them, in my opinion. And it's just like if everything could just be like centralized, it would just be easier for everyone. So this is a step in the right direction. This is fantastic. Every year you can renew your letter of qualification through their website. It sounds pretty straightforward and easy. You can pay online with a credit card. I mean, come on. I mean, this is kind of like a dream. When he told me about this, I was like, no way. What? How do I not know about this? This is awesome. And I did a little research and I wanted to do a video for you guys. So it's only for doctors, MDs, DOs, multi-state licensures, as long as you have a very clean history and licensure, DEA certification, you meet all the qualifications for your medical school background and tests and licensure and everything that's required that way, you should be good to go. Assuming you're in a state that recognizes it, of course. Oregon, California, there's a few others, but 40 of them, chances are there's probably somewhere in there that you'll be able to. I can't answer a lot of questions about this because I'm just learning about it as well, but I can try. Or again, I encourage you to do your own diligence. I'm going to put the link in the video description. Please go there first to look up the information before asking me, because chances are I'll probably just refer you to the website, to be honest with you, because I don't know a ton about it. But I think it would be beneficial anyway for you to do your own reading and researching and understanding. If you have any other comments about this, please leave that in the comments section below. Smash the thumbs up button if today's video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share this with your colleagues. I think they'll be so excited. You want to bring them good news? I think this video will do it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for the support. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.